Good morning. I'm here with your daily horoscope for Wednesday, July 22nd, 2026. Before we move into your science reading, I want to make sure you're looking at the right one. Readings today are from your moon sign. The link below finds yours in 10 seconds. Your moon sign is where the moon was born, and it shapes your inner world, your comfort, and how you move through each day. It's different from your sun sign, so do take a moment to find it if you're not certain. Today's Panchanga is set for New Delhi. Let me walk you through the rhythm of this Wednesday so you can feel the day's texture. We're in Shukla Navami, the bright ninth lunar day. This tithi carries a quality of growth and gentle forward motion. It ends tomorrow at 7:03 in the morning, so you have the full day to work with its energy. The nakshatra or lunar mansion is Swati. Swati is ruled by Rahu and carries independence, moment, and a touch of restlessness. It ends at 23:03 tonight, so this evening holds the full Swati influence. The yoga or lunar quality is Sadhya, which means achievable. It ends at 18:41 this evening, so the afternoon and early evening favor completion and gentle progress. Now, a few time windows to know. Rahu Kala, the hour when Rahu's shadow is strongest, runs from 12:27 to 14:10. This is a natural pause in momentum, not a danger, just a slower window. If you're planning something important, you might prefer to start it outside this window. Yamaganda. Another slower interval is 7:19 to 9:02 this morning. Gulika Kala runs from 10:44 to 12:27. These are gentle reminders to move with intention during these hours, not to rush. The Karana or half Tithi is Balawa, ending at 18:06 this evening. With that map in hand, let's turn to what this day means for your sign. Aries, today your partnerships and collaborations are calling for your full presence. Yesterday, the moon opened in your house of service and daily work, and you were in a phase of patient consolidation. Now the moon has moved into your house 7, the house of one-on-one connection, and this shift asks something different of you. You are ruled by Mars, and courage and quick, decisive starts are your native language. Yet what serves you today is the opposite: slow, attentive listening. Your period lord is Mercury, retrograde in Gemini and in your own house 3, which means your words carry weight right now, but only when they come from genuine reflection rather than speed. In work and money, Mars sits in your house 2, the house of resources and self-worth. This is a steady placement that favors careful stewardship. You are building something real, not rushing it. In relationships, the moon's presence in house 7 softens your edges and opens you to what others need. This is where your courage finds its truest form, in vulnerability and presence with another person. In your energy and health, Saturn completes its rising passage over your 12th house, which means you are moving toward a lighter season. The weight you have carried is beginning to lift. Feed someone in need today and notice how that small act of care steadies you. Carry this lightly and have a truly good day. Taurus, yesterday the moon brought you into a creative and expressive space, and today that energy carries forward with real momentum. Mars is moving through your sign right now, and this is your moment to step forward with clarity and purpose. You are ruled by Venus, and patience and steady building are your native language. Yet Mars asks you to act on what you know matters. With Mercury retrograde in your house of resources and earnings, You may find yourself reviewing past financial decisions or conversations. This is a good window to clarify what you truly need. In relationships, Venus is in your house of home and family. So, any conversations about what you build together land with warmth and intention. Your energy today is direct and alive. Mars in your sign gives you the presence to speak what is true without hesitation. One practical step. If there is a conversation you have been holding back, today supports you in having it clearly and with care. As you move through this day, notice how your natural steadiness and Mars's directness work together, not against each other. When you act from both your patience and your courage, you build something that lasts. If you see someone today who needs a steady hand or a word of encouragement, offer it freely. The day is yours to shape. Shape it kindly. Gemini, your curiosity and quick connection are your native language. And today, Mercury, your ruling planet, is retrograde in your own sign, asking you to turn that gift inward. Yesterday, the moon opened in your house of home and roots. Today, it moves into your house of creativity and joy, and you're ready to step into that lighter space. The Sun and Jupiter together in your house of resources and value create a window where financial clarity and opportunity align. This is a good time to review what you own and what you truly need. Venus in your house of communication supports easy conversation. So if you've been holding back a thought, today favors speaking it gently. Mars in your house of rest suggests your energy is best spent on quiet restoration rather than pushing outward. A walk alone or time with one trusted person will settle you more than a crowded room. Mercury retrograde in your own sign means you're reviewing your own words and choices. That inward turn is not a block, Gemini. It's a chance to know yourself more deeply. As the day moves forward, you'll notice how much clearer your own voice becomes when you listen to it first. If someone near you is struggling, a small act of listening, truly listening without fixing, is seva that costs nothing and means everything. You can find your free full chart on the website to see how all 9 planets dance through your whole life. Walk gently today and let the day come to you. Cancer, today brings a powerful convergence of light and expansion into your inner world. Yesterday, the moon opened in your house of communication and ideas. Now it settles into your house of home and heart, and you feel the shift inward. In work and money, the Sun and Jupiter together in your first house bring natural authority and presence. You are ruled by the moon, and care and deep intuition are your native language. Today that gift shines outward. Mercury, your period lord, moves retrograde in its own sign in your 12th house, asking you to review what you have released or what still needs releasing. A practical step. Before the Rahu Kala window at 12 to 27, write down one thing you are ready to let go of. In relationships, Venus in your second house of resources and values steadies your sense of what matters. The moon squares Jupiter exactly at 4:19 this morning, a moment of tension between your inner need for security and your hunger for growth. Honor both, they are not enemies. Reach out to someone you trust and listen more than you speak. In energy and health, you are grounded and reflective. Your intuition is sharp today. The landing, as your inner world deepens, you find clarity about what truly belongs in your home and heart. If someone near you is struggling, sit with them quietly. Your presence is medicine. May today bring you one moment worth remembering. Leo, your natural warmth is on full display today. Yesterday, the moon was settling your resources. Now it moves into your house of communication. And Venus is sextile to the moon at 23:06 this evening. Exact. That means your charm and magnetism are peaking right as the day winds down, drawing people toward you without effort. Warmth and natural leadership are your native language, and today they are flowing freely. In work and money, Mercury retrograde in your own sign within your house of networks is asking you to revisit a conversation or proposal from the past few weeks. This is not a setback, it's a chance to refine something that matters. Reach out to someone you've been meaning to reconnect with. In relationships, that Venus sextile is your gift. Someone close to you will feel your presence more deeply this evening. If you've been holding back a kind word or gesture, now is the moment. The warmth you offer comes back to you. In energy and health, you're steady and grounded. Use this clarity to tend to something you've postponed. Even a small act of care for someone who needs it. Feed someone who is hungry, or simply listen to a friend without rushing. That simple act of service settles your spirit and honors the light you carry. Your magnetism today is not about taking, it's about giving what you naturally have. Go easy on yourself today. The stars are patient, and you can be too. Virgo, today brings you into a gentle reckoning with what you truly value. Yesterday, the moon was opening your sense of self. Now it moves into your house of resources and worth, asking you to notice what matters most. You are ruled by Mercury, and precision and quiet service are your native language. So this is a natural moment for you to take stock with clarity. Your period lord, Mercury, sits retrograde in Gemini in your house of career and public standing, which means any review you do today of your finances or possessions carries real weight for the weeks ahead. In work and money, this is a good window to audit what you own, what you owe, and what truly serves your life. Take one small inventory today, whether of your savings, your time, or the people and projects you invest in. In relationships, Saturn in your house of partnership reminds you that lasting bonds are built on honest ground. If you have been holding back a conversation, today's clarity supports speaking gently and truly. In energy and health, Venus in your house of rest suggests that self-care is not luxury but necessity. Give yourself permission to pause, to tend to something you have been putting off. As the moon settles into this house of value, you are being invited to align your outer life with what your quieter self already knows is real. Wishing you a calm and steady day ahead. Libra, today the moon returns to your own sign, and with it comes a gentle homecoming to yourself. Yesterday brought quiet introspection and professional momentum from your house of rest, and now you step back into the light of your own presence. Balance and graceful fairness are your native language, and today you speak it fluently as the moon settles in house 1, your house of identity and self. In work and money, Mercury retrograde in Gemini sits in your house of wisdom and long sight, moving through its own sign with steady clarity. This is a window to review what you have learned and what you truly believe about your path forward. Take one small step today to organize a project or conversation you have been holding in your mind. In relationships, the moon meets Venus in a sextile at 23:06 this evening, a moment of warmth and ease with those you care for. You, Libra, know how to hold space for others with grace, and today that gift flows back to you. Reach out to someone and listen without agenda. In energy and health, the moon squares Jupiter at 4:19 this morning, a tension that asks you to notice where you are overextending. Jupiter exalted in your house of purpose can feel boundless, yet your body knows its own rhythm. Rest when you need to, and trust that gentleness is not weakness. Today, you return to yourself, grounded and whole. Let today be simple. That is enough. Scorpio, today brings you into a space of spiritual opening and quiet turning inward. Yesterday, the moon held you in reflection and careful speech. And now it moves deeper still into your house of solitude and release. This is the terrain where you process what cannot be said aloud, where depth and quiet resilience, your native language, find their truest home. In work and money, Mercury retrograde in its own sign sits in your house of shared resources and intimacy, asking you to review what you have given and what you hold back. You are being invited to look at the small exchanges, the unspoken agreements. A practical step. If a financial or collaborative matter has felt unclear, today favors a gentle second look rather than a new commitment. In relationships, Mars in your house of partnership speaks to how you show up for others, and Venus in your house of public standing reminds you that what you offer the world matters. You need not perform, your presence is enough. Reach out to someone today with a small, genuine kindness, not because you owe it, but because it settles something in you. Your energy asks for rest and inward work. The moon in your house of dissolution is not a loss, it is a clearing. Honor this by spending time alone with what moves you, whether that is stillness, a walk, or simply sitting with your own thoughts. Today you are being held in a gentle release, and that is exactly what you need. May something small go beautifully right for you today. Sagittarius, today brings a blend of introspection and social connection. Yesterday, the moon opened in your house of public life and inner work, and today that quiet intensity settles into something more expansive. The moon now moves into your house 11, the realm of friendships, groups, and shared purpose, and you feel the shift from solitude toward belonging. In work and money, Mercury sits retrograde in Gemini, your house of partnership and contracts. This is Mercury in its own sign, which means your thinking is clear even as it turns inward. You are reviewing agreements, conversations, or collaborations with fresh eyes. Take one conversation you have been meaning to revisit and approach it with the honesty that comes naturally to you as a Sagittarius seeker. In relationships, Venus moves through Leo in your house of travel, learning, and expansion. Someone or something is calling you toward growth. Your native optimism is your compass here. Reach out to a friend or mentor today and share what you have been learning. In energy and health, Mars in Taurus steadies your daily rhythm. You have the grounding you need to move forward gently. Jupiter, exalted in Cancer, sits in your house 8, supporting deep transformation beneath the surface. Trust the work happening quietly within you. Today settles the arc from yesterday's inward turn into a day of meaningful connection. If you know someone who could use encouragement, offer it freely. Carry this lightly and have a truly good day. Capricorn, today your standing in the world comes into focus. The moon moves into your house of public recognition and career, and you feel the pull toward visibility and achievement. Yesterday brought you inward reflection and connection. Now the sky asks you to step forward. Steady effort and long patience are your native language, and today they serve you well in the professional realm. In work and money, the moon in your house 10 sharpens your eye for reputation and lasting impact. You are drawn to tasks that build your public standing. Mercury, Your period lord is retrograde in Gemini in your house 6, which means communication around daily work may need a gentle second look, but this is Mercury in its own sign. So the foundation is sound. Take one clear action today toward a goal that matters to your career. In relationships, the Sun and Jupiter sit together in your house 7, lighting up partnership and collaboration. You feel supported by those close to you and they see your worth. This is a good window for honest conversation with someone you trust. Your energy today is steady and purposeful. You are not rushed. You know the value of time. As yesterday's balance between inner and outer settles, you find yourself ready to show the world what you have built. One small act of care. If someone in your circle is working toward their own goal, offer them a word of encouragement today. The day is yours to shape. Shape it kindly. Aquarius, today brings a shift into clarity and vision that steadies what yesterday asked you to hold in patience. Yesterday, the moon opened in your house of transformation and you moved through that quietly. Today, the moon enters your house of philosophy and distant sight, and you can finally see the shape of what you have been building. Original thinking and quiet conviction are your native language, and right now Mercury, your period lord, sits retrograde in its own sign in your house of creativity, which means your mind is turning inward to refine what matters most to you. This is not a time to broadcast, it is a time to know. In work and money, Saturn settles into its final phase over your moon sign and you feel the weight of that completion. Use this window to shore up what you have built, to tend to the practical ground beneath you. In relationships, Venus moves through your house of partnership and you are learning what steadiness truly asks of you. One small act of care today, offered without fanfare, will tell you everything you need to know. In energy and health, Jupiter sits exalted in your house of daily rhythm, supporting your capacity to show up and serve. That is where your strength lives right now. The arc of today settles you deeper into the long work you have chosen, and that is exactly where you belong. Walk gently today and let the day come to you. Pisces, today asks you to tend to what lies beneath the surface. Yesterday, the moon was lighting your house of partnership. Now it has moved into your house of transformation and shared resources. And with it comes a gentler intensity that invites you inward. You are in the peak phase of Saturn's passage through your sign, a time that calls for patience and steady presence. And today, that presence is especially needed in the realm of the unseen. Your period lord, Mercury, is retrograde in its own sign in your house of home and family, which means conversations about foundations, about what you truly need to feel secure, are moving slowly but with real clarity. This is not a day to rush those talks. Compassion and imaginative depth are your native language, Pisces, and they serve you now as you navigate what feels private or hidden. In your relationships, Mercury's retrograde motion favors honest reflection over new commitments. Listen more than you speak. Your energy today sits in a window called Chandrashtama, which ends at 1900 tomorrow local time. It is a natural pause, not a warning, simply a moment to rest and restore. If someone near you needs a listening ear today, that gift from you will settle something real. Let yourself be the calm that others feel when they are near you. May today bring you one moment worth remembering. May the sky's gentle turning bring you clarity, steadiness, and moments of real connection in the days ahead. Whatever your sign, whatever the planets are doing, you carry within you the wisdom to meet each day with intention and grace. The stars are always speaking, and you are always listening, even when you do not know it. Trust that unfolding. If today's sky was useful, subscribing keeps it coming every morning.